Hello and welcome to IPwithShuchi. Think about it. The minute you step out and start looking around, what is it that you see all around you? Yep, brands. Wherever you look, you see brands popping up everywhere. So today, let's talk a little bit more about the story of some of the most known brands of the world. Just after World War I, a family started making shoes. The person who made these shoes, his name was Adolf Dassler. Adolf, also known as Adi Dassler. We know this brand today as Adidas. Now, Amazon has a much simpler story. CEO Jeff Bezos wanted a name with A for the world's largest bookstore. He started going through the dictionary, and when he came upon the word Amazon, and he thought, oh, this is the world's largest forest, he decided to go with Amazon. Today, we do know Amazon, but we don't know it as the world's largest bookstore. We know it as one of the largest companies in the world. The producer of a now world-famous drink, Dr. Pemberton, wanted something memorable for the name, and he thought that two C's would look attractive and would be memorable as a trade name. Well, considering the fact that the drink was going to be made with coca leaves and cola berries, he decided to go with Coca-Cola. In 1939, two men, William Hewlett and David Packard, formalized their partnership to form one of the greatest technology companies in the world. Surprisingly, they decided to flip a coin to see whose name would come forward first. And now we have Hewlett-Packard, or how we know it, HP. You can love it or you can hate it, but believe it, Microsoft is a name known the world over. It has fairly humble beginnings. Microsoft is a combination of microcomputer and software, which became Microsoft. Although initially, Bill Gates used to include a hyphen in the name. When we run, we all want speed, movement, power, and motivation. Now, in Greek mythology, Nike is considered the winged goddess of victory. And now you know where that name came from. Hans Wilsdorf, the founder of a brand of watches, wanted a name that could be remembered across the world in any language. He went through the dictionary and tried all possible combinations of letters. He got through, say, about 100 odd names, but nothing felt right. Then, riding on a horse-drawn omnibus in London one early morning, he says, a genie whispered the name Rolex into his ears. And that's how we got the world-famous brand of watches, Rolex. Originally, the name Pequod was suggested for a brand of coffee. If you remember, Pequod was the name of the ship in the novel Moby Dick. When that name got rejected, thank God for small mercies, they settled for the name of the chief mate of that very ship. And the name was Starbucks. Today we know that brand as Starbucks. Far simpler is the brand name Vodafone. It was suggested to reflect the provision of data and phone services. So what it stood for was voice, data, and telephone. Now think about it. What do all these brands represent? When we look at every single one of these brands, we expect a certain quality, a certain standard of services, a certain standard of product that they bring into our lives. And that is exactly what trademarks do. Trademarks represent the quality of service or product given to us by any brand. Let's talk more about trademarks, what they represent, and what they mean to us today, financially also, in my next video. If you have suggestions on what else I should include in my videos, don't forget to put it down in my comments.